Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
your
fine.
hair's perfect.
Okay.
It doesn't really...
Your hair's fine because it's real.
She's got a look... What are you trying to say about that? Anyway.
Right.
Okay.
I still want to know which part of the body the dingle is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's where the dongle is.
Yeah.
So.
All quiet on set.
All right, real quiet. Well, no, we actually are like in the middle of talking, but go ahead.
All quiet on set.
All right, fine.
Just go and have your
All right.
ciggy.
No, sit back.
Action, and we're rolling.
Yeah, I'll introduce you. We're talking. Yeah, we're just having a conversation with each other.
Right.
We're just talking about films and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. So yeah. All right. So welcome everyone. Colin, stop doing that. All right. So well. Anyway. All right. So welcome everybody back to the Geektasm. Oh shit. Take two. Stop panning the camera. No, keep it wide first, and then when we're talking, then you.
Do you want me to stop?
No. Okay. Wide shot. Yeah. All right. So, all right. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Geektasm. As you can see, we're here in this lovely new location. It's now the new Hub Club Coffee here in Smithtown, and we thought, well, let's give it a shot. A nice creative hub where we can naturally sit together and talk about films, and have a real Geektasm time. So what happens is that this actually is our third Christmas episode, isn't it?
Yeah.
This week.
Don't do that.
We're only in November.
So this actually is our third Christmas episode, and all we want for Christmas is just having a good time. So what we decided to do is have a girl join us on the couch.
Woo!
Yeah! For the first time, 3 years of Geektasm, and then we never had a girl on the couch, and here we go. We got the lovely Clarence Scott here joining us.
Hi.
Yeah, thank you very much, and everything. And of course, we got the old dogs in the house because we got me, that's Chase. I'm the hijacker, and we got our man Colin, the Buzz. And also, we got another familiar face. For those who've actually seen the shows ages ago, we got the Silent Bob, Paul.
I just come out at Christmas.
He just comes out of
You put all the episodes together, you can see the hair disappear.
I like Christmas decorations. I just come out at Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
From the single.
So anyway, here we are doing our Christmas special. So what we figured we would do is that we're gonna go in the same lines that we've done all the time when we did the Christmas specials, which we'll start out with our favorite Christmas movies. So when we go with that, we'll just start with a lovely Clarence who's new to us and likes Clarence. So what's your favorite Christmas movie?
I absolutely love White Christmas.
Oh.
I like the classic ones. I like to go back to the old days, and it's set just after the war, and I just love the music and the songs, and it just feels so Christmassy.
It's going to be shocking, but I have to agree.
I do.
Especially considering most people know me, know I hate musicals, but I do like White Christmas.
Bing Crosby, man. I mean, who doesn't like Lil Bing? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Bada boom, bada bing.
Bada boom, bada bing. I'm sorry. No. I mean, the song in White Christmas to me is just a classic. It's like
I hate the whistling bit in the song.
Well, no. I'm talking about that. Have yourself a merry. I mean, it's just a classic. It's just a beautiful song, and everything. And of course, it probably was number one at the time. But I mean. That was the strange thing about those movies made in the 40s, wasn't it, Colin? It was like...
Excuse me,
From that time. No, that was the crazy thing about what I'm just trying to say is that it was just based on that song, that album, really, that they decided to create the whole... Yeah, exactly. They decided just to create a whole movie around the one song because they knew that it was going to be the album sales that they were going to make their money back. That's what I was trying to say.
Apparently Bing Crosby hated the song as well.
Really? Yeah. Wow. Did he didn't write it, he just hated singing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
It's probably because he was lumbered with it for years afterwards.
What was the film it was from? Because it was, it was a black and white film, wasn't it?
Oh, it had been used before?
White Christmas. It's not in that film, White... They sing it at the end of that, but it's when they show the video on the music thing, it's... Oh, God.
Well, it's probably
Some other film. It was a black and white film.
it was probably the record label in a sense where it's like, look, man, we're gonna get some mileage out of this, so and where you just said it was tacked on at the end, it was more than likely they had the movie and then they just tacked on a successful song just to beef up the movie. You know, I mean, it's capitalism at its best with the American films, isn't it? You know, but
I just find them all a bit too sugary and so nice and yeah.
For those of you who've seen the Geektasm before, you know that Colin is all that big, studly, cuddly, creepy,
I like that.
creepy bear, who hates everything.
I don't hate everything. I hate American
schmaltzy.
Yeah,
hates American schmaltz, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
saying that, I do like It's a Wonderful Life.
Who doesn't like It's a Wonderful Life? Everyone knows that's my number one favorite film.
We watch that once a year in March.
Yeah. Just to be different.
That's nice.
Not watching it at Christmas time.
But it's because there's a bad guy in it, and it's nasty, and you think he's gonna get. He actually has all this stuff.
It's not really about that.
All this stuff laid on him, and he doesn't get away with it. It's just this.
Yeah.
Everyone helps him together. It's nice.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, the message of It's a Wonderful Life is more about how the power of the individual, it matters from just him being him.
Yeah.
From just Jimmy Stewart not having an agenda with anything. He
Plus
just gave because that was in his soul.
Yeah.
Plus, it's how one person's life can
affect everyone else's. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's definitely what it's about, and that's why I think that movie's lasted. I mean, 60, 70 years now.
Yeah.
So you've actually taken my film.
I apologize.
As far as the favorite.
No, it wasn't my favorite.
Oh, okay. Well, that's my favorite. What's your favorite? I know what your favorite is. Then it's because you said it before, was Invasion USA. Is that right?
Just getting back to Wonderful Life. It was shot during the summer, wasn't it?
It was.
That scene when he's running down the street and it's a snow-covered scene, or stuff. It was shot in the middle of summer.
And also Bond. It was just died of death at the cinema.
What?
He died of death.
Yeah, it was only
yeah. I mean, it's interesting that Frank Capra's name and legend really comes from one movie in that aspect. But it wasn't successful when it first came out. But that's the thing about films. I think is that when you make it, it really has a lot more to it when you put your soul in it. And Capra has put his soul into that film. Him and Jimmy Stewart worked really a lot.
It probably is my favorite traditional Christmas film without being silly and going for Die Hard or Lethal Weapon
or the Wild Geese.
So what would you say is your favorite film then? I mean, Christmas.
Favorite Christmas film?
Yeah.
Probably It's a Wonderful Life, but I like the action movie. I like Die Hard and Lethal Weapon, especially because it starts off very Christmassy and it's all very.
Has a lot of smokes in that.
There is a little tiny bit, but there's also people getting shot.
People get shot.
Yeah.
Which is very like Liverpool at Christmas.
Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah, that's true. All right, Paul. What about you? What's your favorite?
Actual Christmassy Christmas type film.
The Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah, probably the Muppets Christmas Carol.
What
I do like the Muppets.
Gremlins.
Movie,
Christmas without Gremlins.
Yeah.
And I do like the Alistair Sim version.
Oh well, hey, yeah.
Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without the Alistair Sim.
My mother could not have Christmas without seeing that.
Why they didn't just leave it in black and white, and they have to colorise films like that?
People don't
ruin
like
it
black and
then. Yeah, but black and white.
Sacrilegious.
Black and white, wasn't it? And that's how it should be.
Yeah, sacrilegious. I mean,
Well,
my mother
that
has
is
to watch
the
that
ultimate
every
Christmas.
I've seen a
Christmas.
colour version of It's a Wonderful Life as well.
Oh no, I don't even bother, mate. I don't even bother looking at colorized versions of films like A Miracle on 34th Street. I mean, classic. But when you look at that green and
it's not
magenta,
it's not right, is it?
No, it's not. It's not right. It's not right at all. It's no need for it. But yeah, no. So that's cool. Those are cool. I mean, good favorite Christmas movies. I mean, but then as Tasha said about Gremlins. I mean, Gremlins. I actually was thinking about that the other day because aren't they trying to make a remake of Gremlins or something?
Are they?
I think but I know that's what I'm trying to say. Sacrilegious. It's like, but it's just that movie when it came out totally blew away like Christmas Horrors, which is probably what our next subject is. It's like it just.
What makes a Christmas movie? What's your definition of a Christmas movie? Is it just set at Christmas, or is it about Christmas, or is it
Well, I think it begins with that whole soundtrack scenario with White Christmas because even though some people have said, like I've seen it online, some people have said Trains, Planes, and Automobiles was their favorite.
Movie,
and yes, I know it's a Thanksgiving movie, which is Thanksgiving this week, but it has that feeling.
Or is it for people who aren't watching this week?
Yeah, for people who aren't watching this week. Right? But it has that feeling, it's the snow on the ground, it's the Christmas lights are up because the legend is that you're supposed to put up your Christmas decorations at the end of Thanksgiving. So, like, in that aspect is that when a movie that has that, and them walking, Steve Martin and John Candy walking down the street at the end, I mean, to me, my heart melts on it. I'm a schmaltzy guy. What can I say? I'm a schmaltzy guy. I've already said that it was one of the
thing is, they made a British film with snow in it. It'd be set in March.
yeah, exactly. And it would only snow for a minute, and then it would rain, and it'd be gone again.
Oh my god, it's snowing!
Oh man, I've never seen snow.
And then people will all start moaning because all the buses are off.
Yeah.
British Christmas movie.
Yeah, that is. I don't know. I mean, is there a British Christmas movie? That's probably a good question.
I suppose it is a Christmas Carol, isn't it?
Yeah, Christmas Carol probably.
Going back to the
one with Alistair Sim, you're talking about.
The Charles Dickens story in itself.
Charles
it's the main British one.
Yeah. I guess you're right. But then nothing's really compared since then, has it? No. Because it's kind of like what you said. It's like we got that freaky weather over here, don't we? So I mean, but I guess that's a nice segue to the freaky side. It's like Christmas horrors. We always have to kind of like go down that route because this allows us as retro heads to actually get into more of that weird and Silent Night, Deadly Night kind of zone.
Silent Night, Deadly Night, don't you?
Well, who does?
It's about a killer Santa Claus. That's just wrong.
Exactly.
As you said before.
Exactly. A killer Santa Claus. I won't tell you why.
A Bing Crosby film that White Christmas was actually in was Holiday Inn. It was bugging me down. I had to find out what it was.
Oh, yeah.
So when you see the video on Noddy Holder's Christmas special,
right? Yeah,
that's from Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
I bet he is.
Yeah.
Bing's giving a bong.
Banging the bell.
I don't know where that went. But so Christmas horror. So I mean, so what? You don't like Silent Night, Deadly Night? I thought you did.
No, it's not one of my favourite Christmas horror. No, it's a bit tacky a bit.
Well,
it's not very nice, Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's got a bit of a vicious.
I'm not talking about the second or third one.
In there, Jace. It's not really nice at Christmas. I mean, it's not nice any time, kids, but
yeah, exactly.
Especially at Christmas.
Exactly.
I suppose the paedophile's best time would be at Christmas.
Maybe I haven't seen it recently.
Maybe you haven't.
All I know is my memory is scary and everything.
Black Christmas is a good Christmas.
What?
Black Christmas is a good.
Well, you know what's funny? Are you talking about the original or the remake?
The original.
I know. I didn't like the original. I know you like it because of the whole Bob Clark scenario and John Carpenter working on it and everything. But I will tell you, I was going to bring up Black Christmas because I actually just saw that. Because you know how we have on Sky? You have the Sky Christmas channel.
Yeah.
So, I actually saw like at 3 in the morning, whatever, like Black Christmas was on and everything. And it's really interesting. I thought it's much better because remember how Black Christmas did show us who the killer was.
Yeah, you just
you know what I mean? And it was, I don't know what it was supposed to be actually, but it was some people consider. But some people consider it like the first Stalker movie, don't they? Yeah. Even though John Carpenter went away and said, "I'm going to make a Stalker movie like that's a real Stalker movie," and Halloween was made. But Black Christmas was supposed to be like this guy was hiding in the attic and in the sorority house, and the girls were disappearing and he would bag them up and and.
Bag him and tag him.
Bag him and tag him.
Very nice festive.
Yeah. It's his favorite.
Things were getting wrapped up.
Well, yeah.
But they've added, what they did was they taken the same storyline and added a little bit more action and horror and girls and all that. And that's where we got the modern version. So do you not like the modern version of Black Christmas?
No. All right. Because I can't stop seeing the original when I'm watching the modern one.
Well,
I've seen it once though, so.
Well, yeah. Have you seen it, Paul? What about the original?
No, I've never even heard of it.
What? No. He's always going on about Black Christmas. Well, whatever.
Christmas Evil's another great title.
Christmas Evil.
Christmas Evil. Christmas Evil.
Yeah.
That's about it.
And it sounds good.
It's about have you ever seen Christmas?
Yeah.
It's about a little boy who sees his mother kissing Santa Claus, and it's not his father. He sees it through the spindles of the stairs one night, and he, for a while he hates Christmas, and then when he gets older, he begins to change and love Christmas. His house is just and he dresses up as Santa Claus alone at home. And then he goes out and does a few murders and stuff like that. And then he drives a van with Santa on it. And then
does that make you want to go home and watch that?
Put that on Christmas.
And in the end, the police are chasing him because he's killed all these people. And he goes off a bridge and the van flies off with reindeer.
Oh my god.
Who thinks of these things?
I don't know.
It's a great little film.
But it's the 80s, so it's kind of like,
it
was that kind of thing. You know, all of these movies bled together, though, because when you said Christmas Evil, I know, right? All these Christmas, there's Christmas Evil.
There's actually a British Christmas horror film called Don't Open Till Christmas.
Oh, that's a good title. That actually is a good title.
Which is, it's about film.
Yeah, probably.
Caroline Munro's in it.
Oh, well, that should have told you already. But
she's one in Goody.
She's the one in Goody Two Shoes.
She's in Shivers as well, isn't she?
No, she was in Maniac.
Right. I thought that was Caroline Munro.
No, Caroline Munro was, she started off on 321. She was one of the.
Right.
You probably wouldn't know 321.
No.
In America, it's probably called something else.
Can you do the hand movement, Con?
No.
Yeah, something like that. 3 to 1. It's called 3 to 1 in America.
3-1, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know it. No,
With Dusty Bin.
No, I don't know it.
Dusty Bin.
It was a ridiculous quiz show where they gave you ridiculous
I do,
clues
vaguely.
that would never work out.
Yeah.
Right.
So did you have a? This is going totally off subject, but did you have a guest come on and he'd give a clue?
It wouldn't be us if they go off subject.
Yeah.
He'd say, and then he'd give a riddle, and he'd say like, "Oh, the fish jumped off the land and went into the water and swam away," and they go, "It's a holiday."
Overall, it'd be like 5 riddles from 5 different people. And you have to work out which one was
Just
Dusty
to
Bin
yeah.
and get rid of it. That's like the easy prize.
Wow, that's a lovely segue.
I'm glad you noticed.
I am glad I noticed it.
It's still on the challenge channel if you want to check it
Oh
out.
yeah. That and match squares. So so what about this whole thing about like they were started to do this thing of Finnish horror movies, you know, like from Finland.
Yes.
You know, they started coming out with that. What is that one that they just came out with? The one where it was what Santa Claus was supposed to be based upon.
Oh yeah.
And it's at the top of my head. I thought you would know it because it was like, have you heard about this? It's like this real evil Santa Claus troll type of thing.
What I know is Troll Hunter.
Yeah, Troll Hunter. Yeah, it's amazing, but that's not it. But it's like it was like this evil Santa Claus. It's like because what they were saying is basically is that Santa Claus was actually one of those ghost stories. So back in the days, like what was like 1600 something like that, and so they used to scare kids to go to sleep because if you don't, the Saint Nick will come in and kill you, and everything. And exactly. So it's like the red was like blood and all that, and so somebody got a hold of these stories from Finland and said, "Oh, that'd be nice." you know?
I actually do like Nightmare Before Christmas. Was a good.
Oh man, I didn't like that one at all.
No, you didn't like that one.
No. Jack Skeleton. No, I didn't. No. Yeah. I mean, I think because Tim Burton was I wouldn't say dead to me at that time, but Tim Burton just wasn't. Yeah, no. Wasn't big on Nightmare. Did you see that one?
I saw parts of it. Yeah.
See, look at that. It wasn't big on it for you either, was it?
One I did watch last year and I didn't like, and lots of people, and I don't see how kids could sit through it because it's quite a long film. Polar Express.
Oh
I didn't like that at all. I thought it was too long. Considering it's aimed more to kids, I don't think especially younger kids wouldn't sit through it because it's too long.
Yeah.
I know there was a moral to it and things like that, but I didn't enjoy it.
There's a moral to Christmas Evil.
Yeah, but I mean,
don't buy a van.
It's one of those movies that didn't really make sense. I mean, you know, Robert Zemeckis, you know, I mean, was it's kind of like everything began and ended with Back to the Future film. But like the whole thing about it was
rabbits. Oh, that's good.
All right, fine. It didn't end. Polar Express was just bad. What I was going to say was there was no real like story to it. Did he do do that too. Somehow I raised a cut in that one.
Did a cracking little horror film called What Lies Beneath.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, was that the one with Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah.
There was like Hitchcock moments with that as well.
That's really good.
So
all right, sorry, Robert Zemeckis. I'm sorry I said that.
Come looking for you.
Yeah. That's all good.
Bob.
Yeah, poor Bob. Yeah, my opinion matters. So anyway, so moving from that horror zone, because see what also it is that because we talked about Christmas horrors before as well, it's like trying to move it into something different, So you
haven't mentioned one of your favorite Christmas movies, have you?
I did. I said it was
no, one of them. There's another film that you always try and kick in.
What, Caligula?
I couldn't see Caligula as a Christmas film. There's no snow in it.
She knows it. But
Silent Partner.
Oh yeah, Silent Partner. Yeah, right. Oh, it's not one of my favorites. I just think it's a really good movie. Do you know Silent Partner with Elliot Gould and Christopher Plummer? It's great. Like I would call it a spy film, but it's a great intrigue film. Where this bank teller, a man dressed as Santa Claus tries to rob a bank. And the bank teller, manages to stop him. And then he's like, when he stops him, he manages to steal the money instead.
The bank teller does.
So the bank teller steals it instead. And then Santa Claus
is well pissed off.
And he's like, hey, dude, where's my money? So it's like a silent partner. No, great movie, though.
Is set at Christmas or Thanksgiving or something?
No, Christmas Trading Places. Trading Places set at Christmas. Trading Places.
Oh, yeah, Trading Places. Excellent. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, that's...
That's so cool with Eddie Murphy being in the street. Seems to be snowing. And I can't remember...
No, it is a Christmas movie because it's kind of like Dan Aykroyd goes all the way down, and when he gets all the way down into his lowest point, he's dressed as Santa Claus, which is kind of really weird in a funny kind of way, isn't it? You know what I mean? Because he's this rich, it's like Trading Places, like the Prince and the Pauper and everything like that, and so when Dan Aykroyd loses everything, he ends up with a Santa Claus suit.
I like Scrooge as well.
Well, with Bill Murray.
No, I didn't like that. Watched that for the first time last year and I didn't like it.
It's quite dark.
Yeah. It is dark. It is dark. I mean, it is dark film but then it is kind of like one of those weird ones. It's kind of like that reality thing because they're making a Christmas Carol and then the guy's actually experiencing all of the three ghost scenarios. Yeah. So it's really weird.
Bill Murray,
yeah. So what about you then, Glenn? Did you ever see any Christmas horrors or anything?
Christmas horrors. Well, it's not strictly a Christmas horror, but National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I mean, that was horrifying to me.
I love that film.
Why was it horrifying?
Oh, well, it was just
because everything went wrong.
Well,
like the money pit wrong.
It was just so. I mean, I think it's just dated now. I watched it last year, and it just felt very slow and like
She meant horror as in...
Yeah,
horror.
Horror as in wasting my time.
Yeah.
Scared.
Well, they're remaking that now.
I did enjoy it when I was a kid, but now it seems to have aged.
Yeah,
it's not stood the test of time.
You remember them as a kid.
To me, anyway.
You wonder how many they make, because on that Christmas channel, there's like 50-odd films.
You mean the schmaltzy one?
Yeah, but most of those are TV movies.
The Last Hobo's Christmas.
Yeah. Most of those are TV movies,
Christmas Forgot, that was a real schmaltzy one. Oh.
Yeah, well, see, American miniseries or TV movies are really horrible in that kind of thing, and it's terrible to find out that when you escaped it by being over here, it's like that the whole channel devoted to it. I mean, because it's not just the Christmas channels. They got like I was gonna say Men and Motors, but they got what is it? True Movies? What? No,
Movies 24.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
No, there is a Christmas one as well. They do have all empty.
There was one of Beethoven's last Beethoven 4 or something.
No, Beethoven's second.
Was that set at Christmas?
Yeah. I don't know. It's
Home Alone.
It's about a big dog.
Home Alone.
It's about a big dog and stuff. Yeah, well, the Home Alone is excellent though.
Yeah, I love it.
And stuff. Which one did you like? The second one or the first one? Or
I enjoyed both, but I loved Tim Curry in the second one.
Oh yeah. When he's in the hotel, yeah. Tim Curry is. I mean, you can live and die by that character. Okay? I mean, him and Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah.
There's something just about their look and mannerisms that no matter what you give them, they'll just, Oh, I know. I was looking at Love Actually on that Christmas channel.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. That's good. Look at that schmaltzy boy. Don't worry about them. Excellent movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I love that movie.
I'd rather watch Jingle All the Way.
I would not rather watch Jingle All the Way. But no, it's a great movie though. What was your favorite? What was your favorite sequence? Because it was like shortcuts. It was like shortcuts. So it had a bunch of different storylines.
Well, that's what I liked about it. The fact there were so many different things going on.
Yeah, but what was your favorite one?
The Girls Aloud video for it.
What was my favorite one in it?
Me, I like the father. I like the father and son story.
Father and son.
With Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
With Liam Neeson as the father, and then the son, and he had to go through the airport, which I hate airport scenes in movies because it's always like, when your girl, when you're
gonna blow up at some time.
It's a death to me, man. This is what I hate about the rom-com is like when it always ends in an airport. Like the girl is going to leave for Paris or Canada or wherever she's going to go, and the guy has to do some kind of running in slow motion, really, like if he's running on a treadmill to try. But there's no way you're getting past the first gate in the airport. No way at all is it believable. No. But in Love Actually, what Curtis did was he did actually create a possible or a plausible way with Rowan Atkinson. That was where it all led into.
I like the Bill Nighy bits.
Why? Because that guy looked like you?
Yeah.
What is he, market? No, it wasn't market.
Manager.
Yeah, the manager. See, look at that. See, that's Bill Nighy. That's the manager, right? Okay. I thought Just Love Actually was really good though. And what about Andrew Lincoln and that bit with the cars and being in love with the best friend's girl.
But I felt sorry for the best friend there. I was like, oh.
I know Shuito was a total thankless role for him because he went on to become major actor, and Andrew Lincoln went on to do Walking Dead, which is excellent. But
not set at Christmas.
What?
But not set at Christmas.
But not set at Christmas. But yeah, but no, I thought that was very schmaltzy, but I really like that.
Just a big.
I am a big softie. I know. I'm a big bundle of softness.
He's like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
I am like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. You had to attack me because I attacked you, but that's all right. So what do you think about this whole Ghostbusters rumor about the female Ghostbusters 3? Because Ghostbusters was a Christmas movie.
I lost all interest in Ghostbusters on 2.
Well, so did everybody else, but but I was asking, what did you think about this concept of revitalizing the franchise with a female Ghostbusters gang?
I wasn't overly keen, to be honest.
Really?
I liked.
Would you care?
Well, I liked Ghostbusters as they were.
Yeah.
So I just think, well, let it stay as it is.
And let it be. No, I totally agree with you. I mean, I can't stand the idea of remaking films that are classics that people are watching and still watching to this day. And what's the point? And I do understand that you can add something to it. You can put different characters of today's times into it. But it's like, on my shelf or in my collection, I'm looking at the classics. It's full of the classics, and there's no need for these remakes.
That's why they never even tried to remake It's a Wonderful Life or White Christmas.
But then they tried those reboots. They tried to do a Clarence film, and they tried to do and rumor had it last year actually. So it's still possible that it happens. That they're working on a It's a Wonderful Life sequel where Zuzu becomes an adult and have kids of her own and everything, and Clarence comes back to help her.
I don't think that'll quite catch.
What are they going to call that? It's Another Wonderful Life.
Well, it's Another Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life again.
That's a good title.
It's an awesome life.
Yeah, it's a truly cracking life, man.
It's an awesome life.
You gotta press the on button.
What happened?
Now the camera, cuts off. That's why I wanted her to be over there and stuff and everything. Yeah.
What's the noise?
Huh?
It switched itself off.
It was about the time Love Actually was being spoken about. bored to death. The camera just went, I'm not having this anymore.
So yeah. So anyway, so that was a little, like we were trying to Christmas thing. So
Love Actually.
No, we're past that. We're past that.
So yeah, we're past that. So anyway,
on to Notting Hill now.
So yeah, so lastly, last up then is that even though you did say that these Christmas movies are a lot of schmaltzy, especially coming out of America and all of that kind of stuff.
I can understand why.
No. But what I was saying was, what do you think? Because for me, I don't think there's been a really good Christmas movie in the last couple of years. You see, because every year there was always you could always count on this time of year that there'd be a Christmas movie, and so you were going to go and get that schmaltz. That's what Americans were starving for. But in the past couple of years, the movies coming out around the time, they haven't been Christmas themed. Yeah. They've been like sad families. They've been like these big ensembles. Harry Potter took over for the past
Christmas film. So what can be the big hit of Christmas?
Yeah,
not a Christmas film.
Exactly.
A bit like the music charts years ago, 70s and the 80s. It was all about who could have a Christmas song at number one.
Yeah.
Now it's not about Christmas song. Now it's all about who can be number one for Christmas. Doesn't matter what the song is. It's the same with films. It's not about a Christmas film. Yeah. It's now just a big budget film for Christmas. And I say you had Harry Potter and a couple of others that'd be out at the time where they're all clashing with each other.
Yeah. So I mean, so then my question then to you is that with the schmaltz that was prevalent, like over the years, like we said, from White Christmas down into the 80s and stuff like that, do you miss it?
I think you do. But society's changed, hasn't it? Everyone's a bit more cynical.
Yeah, but I mean, do you miss it?
Yeah.
I mean, because it's great to hate something, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is, I think
it's those kind of films where you talk about It's a Wonderful Life, and you'd love it to be like that, but it's not.
Yeah.
Life isn't like that.
No.
Yeah.
So watching them sort of goes, that's kind of, it's a bit schmaltzy, but because it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Maybe if life was schmaltzy, those films would be.
Well, yeah. If life was schmaltzy, then we'd all eat ice cream.
Yeah, we should all just go, Hi, Chase. How are you? And give you a present.
See, there was one on the Christmas channel last year, and I only watched it because Ernest Borgnine was in it. A Grandpa for Christmas.
Oh, no. Oh, what about Bad Grandpa? With Johnny Knoxville. That was like about, 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Well, is it Bad Santa?
Bad Santa.
Well, Bad Santa was with Billy Bob Thornton. That was before that, but he did that, and then Bad Grandpa, yeah. But, I mean...
we should just make a proper Christmas film where everyone gets drunk and eats too much.
But do you think there's room to bring that back? Because I know that I've seen that there's a black version of Annie, right, with Jamie Foxx, but that actually was made last year, but I've seen it advertised this year over here, so that's coming out. So that's probably what we'll be seeing in the next week or two, the advertisements for that. But what do you think? I guess that is a throwback. I mean, to that time of.
There's always room for them. People are going to see them.
Yeah. What about you, Darren? What do you think about that? Did you notice the gap of Christmas films?
Well, not really, no.
Actually, there has been films come out. Like I said,
you didn't know.
There was Elf, wasn't there, with Will Ferrell and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, that was actually, but that was about 2 or 3 years ago.
The best answer of the day.
I know.
It was pause leading up to it, which is just, she led you on. It's going to be a great answer.
She reeled me in. But what about you, Paul? Then I mean, because Elf was, like I said, about 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, what do you think?
I don't know. I tend to agree with Connor. I don't think the times have changed now. So it's not about Christmas. People just sit down and watch the old ones all the time.
Yeah.
I think people make films just set at Christmas now instead of making a film about Christmas.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Well. Yeah, but that's what they've done, where it's like Die Hard or Lethal Weapons
exactly,
and everything like that. So it's like, hey, it just happened to be Christmas time when the murders happen, or that my wife.
If you start making a film about Christmas itself, then it ends up on the Christmas channel.
Well, yeah, then hey, at least we know this is going to play there. It's not going to play in the theater, but we know it's going to play on the Christmas channel.
People are going to love this. People are going to go, have you seen Christmas Hobo?
Well, okay, then the last thing is, do you think that,
Christmas
a British...
is dead. Christmas is dead. It's over. It's gone.
That's an ending. I mean, do you think that there could be room for a British Christmas movie?
Just room for a good British film.
What?
Just room for a good British film. It doesn't have to be set at Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I don't know, because I think the way it's gone over the years, I think the heart has gone over to Christmas a little bit now. People are all caught up in their own world, and it's all about shopping now, and the thing about Christmas is just something.
I mean, we've had Christmas songs on our shop for 3 weeks now, since the beginning of November.
Yeah.
Just desensitized to it.
It's like something that just happens now. It's not something you look at, it just happens. It's just
I love that chestnuts roasting on an open fire. I gotta tell you that, man. I love me some Nat King Cole.
Oh yeah, Nat King Cole.
But that's it. It should be about
That's good. That's a good one, right?
Yeah.
But that should be about. That's what it should be about. But it's not.
I put my Spotify on at Christmas time because I have actually.
Is that like an all-in-one?
No, not a onesie. But it's like my Christmas list, and when we're doing the deck whatever, and chestnuts is on that. It's on the top of that list. What's on the top of your list? Music list. That makes you know that it's Christmas time.
I'll have to have a little think about that.
It's on the top of your list. If songs are playing in your shop all the time, like you just said, what is the one that you're not bothered that just came on?
Shakin' Stevens, Many Christmas.
I was just
It's a good, Fairy Tale in New York or something like that.
Yeah.
That gets me in there.
That's a nice one.
Wizard, it's the usual ones, isn't it?
What, the usual weird ones?
Slade and Merry Christmas, everyone. Wizard.
What? Mommy got run over by a reindeer or something?
Yeah, she did. I think she did. Yeah.
That would be him, wasn't it? So did you come up with one then?
Winter Wonderland.
Winter Wonderland.
Yeah.
Winter Wonderland. Not bad. I guess the question is, what's yours? But either way, it's like,
What do you like?
What do you like? So anyway,
Our first interactive episode.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you like this, sign down below. What did they do? Yeah, that one. So anyway, and then I guess end
The
of
thing is,
that.
I don't think you need to make any new Christmas films. There's enough out there for you to.
Well, yeah, because we got a whole channel full of Christmas films.
Yep.
You don't have to make anything
And everybody
new.
owns their favourite Christmas films, so you throw them on it.
And I still go for the classics every time, so it doesn't matter if there's a new one out. I always go back to the classics.
Yeah.
Always.
As you would.
It's the same probably with Christmas songs, because there's no, as Paul said before, no one does Christmas songs anymore. Like traditional.
Well, they do the Christmas #1 crap.
Yeah, but that's
And that is crap. I mean, no, that's not just X Factor. That's just that's proper British, isn't it? It's
Chris,
like,
as Paul said, years ago, big bands would do
They'd write a Christmas
proper
song.
Christmas song.
Now it's just about being number one
Or
for
do a
Christmas.
cover of somebody else.
Doesn't matter what the song is. It's just be number one for Christmas.
Yeah. And I mean, to me, the best one was Michelle McManus.
Whatever happened to her?
I don't know.
She was Mick McManus's daughter.
I don't know.
She went into
What
wrestling.
happened? I don't know. So anyway, what I like to do is I like to thank Clara and Ian for joining us on the
I'd like to
couch.
thank Clara for giving me the best answer of the night. No. Goddamn no.
No.
It was the no. That's what won it. That's what won it. If she'd have just said no, that would have been.
I would have been honest.
Yeah. She thought, I don't know how this guy's feeling.
No. She didn't care about my feelings.
She thought I'm screwed.
But also too, like that, like also thank Paul for coming out and everything like
She's not
that.
thanking me.
No, because you're like a part of the furniture. You're always here. But I'm just
like an
To
old.
the point where people just blank
I
you
know.
out.
It's just like an old
I'm
shoe.
like a
Seriously, come on.
tangerine
You know he
in a
is.
room
You know he's
net.
always here. But no. Exactly. I mean, but also too is that hopefully I mean we'll come back with a new, fresher topic that's not old school for us and everything, and then we'll get that magic back going into it. But again, thanks for listening and watching and checking out the Hut Club.
Merry Christmas.
Bar humbug. You should just say no.